Over the last 2 days, there's been a convention called D23, which happens every year and it's happened for the last 3 years. And it's very like appearance heavy event. So cast of like shows and movies turn up, announcements of people, announcement of new movies, new series, specials, anything. Just people coming up, doing interviews. It's big convention, not just Disney, for like their partners as well. So Marvel, Star Wars, 20th Century, all stuff. And it's really cool. So I'm going to be talking about my favourite moments from the convention because, like I said, it's mainly very appearance heavy and not very like announcement stuff heavy. So welcome to Emily Talks About Her Favourite Moments from the Friday and the Saturday at the convention. Hi, I'm Emily. So yeah, this convention, unlike others like San Diego Comic-Con, is very appearance heavy and not like announcement. Oh my god, bet you didn't think this was going to be announced type. It's very, like I said, appearance heavy. So first off, talk about the Marvel side of it, because it was Marvel, Star Wars and 20th Century, formerly Fox, 20th Century Fox, that's what it is. Okay, so Marvel side of it. They opened their presentation with a performance of Rogers the Musical. You know, in if you've seen the Hawkeye show, in the first episode and also the credit scene of the last one, they have a musical number called Rogers the Musical, based on Avengers in general, but mainly the first Avengers movie. So they had the cast of that on stage, like a live band and stuff. Oh, by the way, obviously, I wasn't there. These are just things that I seen on like Twitter that I looked up from. Following along while the convention or the presentations were going on. So yeah, something that was very interesting about the panel. So there's this Marvel project called A Werewolf by Night that was basically avoided. Say they announced it like 3 years ago, and then just never said anything. And I was like, is this still happening? This is meant to be out in October. What happened to this? And then they were like, surprise, here's the trailer. And everyone was like, huh? So yeah, Marvel's main thing, they didn't announce anything new. What they were mainly doing was for like surprise appearances of this one. And also trailers. I don't think it was mainly and then footage like just for the convention. So like I remember seeing say like if someone was trying to like private, is that the word? Pirating. But if someone was trying to pirate any footage, they'd be, I remember seeing a picture saying like, don't pirate, no pirating, don't pirate, this is just here for now, don't show anything, unless it's and then they post like trailers online as well. So I remember they posted Secret Invasion trailer, see Werewolf by Night is a horror mystery, Secret Invasion is a sci-fi, I know it's sort of sci-fi, maybe crime. I think they said crime thriller. I think maybe it's crime thriller. I know it's obviously like sci-fi. Any other trailers shouldn't that. I don't know if they've shown anymore. They might have, but I can't remember. Like I said, this was mainly appearances. So they had like the cast. Some of the cast. Like the most of the main ones. Loki for the second season. One person for Secret Invasion, John Cheadle. I think he was the only one for that. He might have had like a director as well. The Marvels, the 3 main people for that. All the Thunderbolts Bar 2. So that's nothing else. They announced the team of the Thunderbolts. That was probably the main announcement thing. The team of the Thunderbolts, don't know, is it's from the comics, which is a team of anti-heroes. And I haven't read the comics version, and people said it's very different. And you know, you have people going, it's different. I don't like different. It should be made. Ah! But you know, it seems good. Like I'm really excited to got Bucky and Lyanna working together, and it's going to be interesting to see Lyanna working with Red Guardian, who's like, I don't know if it's her father or was like biological father or adopted father. The family tree for Black Widow is very confusing. I can't remember if it was like biological family or adopted family for Black Widow. I remember being confused by their family tree. Who else? They got an agent, Ghost, who was the meant to be the villain, but wasn't villainous. I remember being like, this one of the most understandable villains ever from Ant-Man and the Wasp. You know what? I can't remember the last, but there would have been a picture on screen of like the group of them. Have I said Liana? Yeah, I said Liana. I was like, yeah, I said Liana. Yeah, I'm mainly excited about like Liana and Bucky teaming up together because I really like them two characters, especially Bucky. So I'm very excited to see them two working together. They also had some of the cast of Captain America 4, which is obviously Sam is now Captain. People who really, I don't understand when people really just can't accept that. I know a lot of people like complain a lot about that. Anytime it's mentioned, people like to go crazy over a new guy playing a character. I don't know, people find that a really hard concept to understand. New guy plays character. So yeah, that's it. Cool. Very excited for Cap 4. Out of the two they spoke about yesterday, definitely most excited for Thunderbolts and Cap 4. Probably more towards Thunderbolts. No, Thunderbolts. I like team up stuff. I like team ups. Team ups are cool, and it's going to be very interesting seeing where they're playing together. Oh, that's it. Zeno is another guy. He was the guy that let's see, he was in Civil War and Falcon and Soldier, and he was the guy that used to like. I don't even remember him as guy that read the book to make Bucky go crazy in Civil War. That like triggered Bucky's like Winter Soldier side that he used to have, because he's not Winter Soldier anymore. Stop calling him Winter Soldier. He's recovered. Has he fully recovered? Who knows? He might. Well, he still has like probably like a bit of trauma, still a bit trauma, but he's mostly recovered now. People, he's mostly recovered. So yeah, this was me. Oh, and also people for Black Panther. Might have been more. Sorry if I forgot anyone. What else? Okay, so Star Wars. They okay, so I'm not like the craziest biggest Star Wars fan. I've seen the Disney Plus shows and 2 of the movies. I know one's called Last Jedi. Is that, yeah? But I can't remember what the other one's called. The one that's before that in the timeline I've seen. So yeah, I'm not the biggest like Star Wars. But yeah, I really like the Mando side of it. So like Mando, Grogu, Curly hair woman now, I forget the name of. So you had a lot of the cast, I think it was like 6 of the cast of Mando there, 6 of the main cast of Mando there, and to like show the new trailer, which is very cool. I think that's meant to be on February, which is exciting, and it's, like I said, I really like the Mando show. Mando review video, there you go, see? There you go, you've seen that on the screen, what my thoughts on Mando. So yeah. I think they talked about Ahsoka show. I remember her. She was the one with the big, like, ram-shaped things on her head. Ram's horse, hair extension, whatever the odd things on her head. And the orange face. I like her. She's cool. So that would be good to see her getting a show. That'll probably very high chance probably set around the time of, Boba. Because, was she in Boba? Yeah, she was in Boba. Because she was in Boba. What else? They talked about their newest show coming up, which, yeah, I'll watch. Why not? Might watch. Probably one, unless it's one of them I don't understand a single thing that's going on. So yeah, also, a lot of stuff with, Pixar was announced. So this is where my animation, like, nerdy self comes to say hello. Second Inside Out. Oh my god. And I seen it's going to be about Team Riley, which is interesting. Because I remember Inside Out sets up for a sequel. But it was like, what happens to Second Inside Out? Where is it? Because he's done the short about the guitar guy, and he was like in a band. Guitar guy in a band that ran out on like an adventure with Riley. Well, you just seen like him going to pick up Riley to go out. And then it was like, what happened? What happened now? That's going to be exciting. What else happened? I can't remember. So yeah, what I learned this convention is very parents and surprise parents. Oh, yeah, Daredevil and Echo there as well. That's another thing they had. So yeah, so my third announcement you mentioned, honestly, Second Inside Out. Oh, they also talked about Disenchanted, the sequel to Enchanted, which I used to really like Enchanted. You know, in the video for what about like the princess and like the animated world, the cartoon world that goes into like New York, and it's like really weird, but it has a great soundtrack. Something I love, right? If a movie is pretty and has a good soundtrack, I am there for it. Pretty movies with a good soundtrack, mainly just good soundtracks. I love a good soundtrack. My soundtrack playlist is my most listened to playlist, but obviously like just liked songs. So yeah, so like I said, most looking forward to announcing all these. Honestly, like I said, Inside Out. I love a good animation, especially Inside Out. I love Inside Out. You know, Bing Bong. Moment for Bing Bong. You deserve so much better, you purple, you pink elephant, a rhino, whatever you wear. You deserve so much better. So yeah, so if you enjoyed the video, people, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, follow Twitter at EmilyRoseLive_, and Twitch EmilyRoseLive. And I'll see you next time, people. Bye! Yeah.